Joel, earlier today you said this is a game against prospects, this game, the next game. What do you think stood out today?
Well, I thought, nice to see Rosser got a nice goal. I thought he played his best game since we've seen him in camp here. And I see him show something. Fraze gets a couple goals, and Millsy that did a nice job. But to me, the guy that was really noticeable was Fedberg on the back end, with his size and his presence and his patience. Poise with the puck. Looks like he's played a lot of games at this level, so it was nice to see him show.
Is Brendan Saad back at wing now? Is that center thing not happening?
Still, we could, something we could still go to at any time. But we put him back there with Johnny.
What's your plan going forward with that second line center spot then?
Well, you got Jesus, you got still got a lot of options.
Beery still in that mix?
He's
or
still
he got
here.
to deal with the
He's
injury
still
and all
here.
that?
Yeah, well, we're going to get to see him play tomorrow, so we'll get a better assessment there.
Is it fair to say that look at the side of center's over for a while now?
We'll say it was over for today. I don't know. It's always out there. It's an option we can always go to.
Did you like the way he played on that third line last year in the playoffs when he was paired with Shaw? Like his game for that kind of
Well, you can play with good players. I mean, Sauter's one of those players that the puck can follow him around. I think he's got good instincts and he anticipates well both sides. And he's a big body. And I just think that line, you got him, whether he's playing in your top two, but all of a sudden if he plays on your third line, that line is a very dangerous line offensively.
Was Pickle or Morin supposed to be playing today? Did something happen that like Costco was?
Bex was on the trip. We had a wardrobe malfunction. That's why we put Costco up there.
Wardrobe malfunction?
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
You can elaborate.
Upper wardrobe or
Lower wardrobe malfunction.
So nothing to be concerned about then?
No,
Okay.
he's fine.
Still strange to think you're not going to see a lot of these guys this season. The games are always so exciting.
Yeah, we've had, I think of the two games we had in the regular season against them that were all world games that were like, wow. And you think back from our series with them, and the seventh game was an amazing game. And the tradition and history goes a long way, and it's got some very memorable games. But we had one game in here last year was one of the greatest games you're ever going to see, and there's a lot of intensity, there's a lot of pace, and great tradition. Fans are middle of it as well, so it's something that we still get to play once a year. I'm sure that we'll recapture that history quickly.
Are you happy with Corey Crawford? You've seen him so far?
Yeah, it's been fine. It's been good all camp. It looks good, looks quick, looks ready.
Hobby Bullen tomorrow?
You've
talked about Costco being in the mix. What have you liked from him when he has been in?
Well, he hasn't played a lot exhibition games as far as on the blue line, but every time we scrimmage, he's great. Squad game, but composed, and he brings a nice dimension from the back end and the offensive side of things as well. We'll get him on the back end tomorrow night, so we'll get a better assessment of him there. But he did a real good job last year in training, and I just think he can play and play in a lot of different situations for us.
In your head, do you have your team pretty much set and how it's going to look, or are you still really undecided on a lot of positions?
There's about 3 or 4 guys, those same kind of guys that they look like, it's one guy one night, one guy the next night, and I don't think anybody's hurting themselves, but I think some guys have helped themselves.
You've been through this experience before, coming back as Stanley Cup champions. What can you learn from that season that'll help you this season?
I think last time we lost a huge part of our team. We lost half our players. A lot of guys lost their buddies, and it was like a transition, trying to find out everybody's roles and their job description, knowing that where's the right fit. This year, 5 players are gone. It's not anywhere near the extent, so I think the guys have had a real good approach to the season, and it's a short summer, but I think the conditioning level of the players, their approach is in the right place. We still want to be a 4-line team. We want to make sure we use everybody. We talk about starts to games and starts to the season. We can reflect on last year's start and knowing that teams are going to be ready for us, but let's make sure we're ready.
Thank you.